outshines, you know, like they do a little bit of chit chat before around the first 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Mate, they chit chatted for about well over an hour.
Did they?
Before they started talking about
I saw that, yeah.
You're like, fuck off.
It's too much, innit? I mean, they do it well in terms of how you just like seamlessly get into it, but that's too long.
Yeah, I mean,
No
you
one
don't
wants to
need an
chat
hour
that shit.
chatting shit about fucking Jill Scott running 5 marathons or whatever, and then she can't walk down the stairs. Fuck off. I ain't here for that.
What's that? I don't even heard about that.
Apparently
What?
she was doing some challenge for comic relief, and then she didn't train for it properly, so she couldn't walk for 3 days after.
Oh, really?
Why are you attacking Jill Scott, mate?
Don't like her.
Gets fused, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
Sexist, isn't he?
No. No. I mean, not at all, but just don't like him.
You are a bit, though.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to like everyone, do you?
No.
I've just realised I've got to look at watch tan. Been a bit sunburnt on my arms today.
Sunbound. Why? What you been doing today?
Been out on the golf course, mate.
Oh, yeah. How'd it go?
All right, actually, today. Much better than yesterday.
Out on the golf course. Do you feel like you played better today?
Oh, yeah. Loads better. Struck the ball much better.
How'd it go for you, Baker?
Today?
Yeah.
I thought I struck the ball really well both days. I thought, considering I've only played twice this year and it's June, I'm happy with how I played. I didn't really go through a spell where I was fucking playing badly.
No.
I played pretty steady for both days.
How about you, luckiest golfer?
I thought I played really well both days. Struck the ball really well.
Especially on the 10th.
Yeah, I mean, there was an element of luck involved in my game at some points, but
One big fucking fat hammock mayo slice of luck. What the fuck you on about?
what's hammock mayo?
5 skins up for grabs.
Tell the viewers
Go
what
on.
went on. Tell the viewers what happened.
So what happened was, we played skins over 2 days. Skins is where each hole is worth 1 skin, and it rolled over today into the 10th hole, and I hit a fucking peach of a 6-iron flush onto the green, about 6 foot away, and rolled it in to get 5 skins.
Well, there's a bit of a lie there.
People
It wasn't a
deserve the
peach.
truth.
And it wasn't straight onto the green.
People deserve the truth.
Yeah. It
You-
was,
you
you
guys-
topped it,
Adam.
it rolled down the hill, hit off the bunker, and landed on the green
Prove it.
somehow.
Prove it.
People deserve Ron Simmons, mate.
No. We've got witnesses. There's 2 witnesses here. We can vouch for that.
Well, you are credible witnesses, mate. So
So I'll tell you the version of events.
of course you will. Here we go.
The game was across 2 days, rollover skins. It was actually really competitive, wasn't it? And then I think we got to the point where 4 holes had been shared between any of us.
Yeah.
So 1 hole was worth 5 skins, and it was pretty close at that point. I think it was like 10 skins to me, 8 to Bullis, and like 5 to you.
to me, yeah.
And like I said at the time, right, if we'd have stepped up to that par 3 and it was worth 5 skins, one of you would have fucking hit a really good solid shot onto the middle of the green, 2-putted for a par and won the skins.
Which is exactly what I did.
I'd be like, fair enough, hands up, they played better at that hole, how you meant to play golf. Bullis topped his tee shot, it rolled around the hill, down the hill, into the bunker, out of the fucking bunker, and onto the middle of the green, and then he
About
two-putted
6 foot away from.
and he 2-putted for a par and won the skin. And it
Yeah.
effectively, at that point, checked everyone out of that game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
It
he'd got a
checked-
bit out of sight.
It checked you out the game.
No, Christian was already out there the day before.
Yeah, exactly. So it checked you out the game.
But like I said, I mean, I'm interested to know viewers' thoughts on this, right? Is when something like that happens, it sort of disengages me because I'm like, that hasn't been won with a piece of brilliance or a piece of skill or, you haven't changed the game. Like, you've just fucking bumbled your way onto the most pivotal hole across the entire 2 days.
Let me ask
And
you.
that's what upsets me.
Let me ask you a question then.
You was upset after that, weren't you, Chris?
You were very upset after
I'm
that.
very upset.
You were
I can disengage really easily, but I wasn't upset.
So let me ask you a question. If Liverpool are in the Champions League final,
Yeah.
89th minute, and they win with a scrappy goal, does it matter?
A little bit.
No, it don't.
It
Come
does.
on,
It
mate.
fucking little bit.
It doesn't take any gloss away from the fact
It does.
that you've won.
It does. Like, it does a little bit, mate.
Not going to lie, if that had happened to me today, I'd have been well happy.
Exactly. So does it matter to you?
Hey, and I don't begrudge you celebrating a hollow victory.
Mate.
Like, because I would have celebrated a hollow victory.
I
I
will
would've.
accept any form of victory, whether it's hollow or not.
I mean, you only fucking won by 1 skin after all that, mate.
Still won. That's all that counts.
Anyway, we've come away for Bullis' 40th, played 2 rounds of golf, enjoyed it, played the day. So then we thought,
What haven't we done for a while?
the old band
Getting back together.
back together, because we've been on. We always used to say we've been on a hiatus, right? We have been on some hiatus.
Is this a farewell tour?
Well, this is what we might need to discuss with the viewers. Whether it is a hiatus, or whether it's another hiatus, or whether it is a farewell tour. Anyway, I've been on a longer hiatus. You two got together and shot some pods, didn't you, a couple of months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we put 3 out in the end? We did 3,
I think
didn't
so,
we?
mate.
Tell us about them pods, because I watched a couple. I've got some feedback for you.
Of course we have.
Because he wasn't there, so he's going to slate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was no charisma.
Why don't you just go back? Well, let's just go straight to your feedback, mate. Let's quite.
There was no charisma, and there was no this, and there was no that.
Like, I always assumed, right, that I was the charisma, right? Nothing confirmed that more than when I watched you two run solo without me. Like, I watched an episode, right, where you sat there like a chump and allowed him to just read a fucking ChatGPT story about a wrestling story that he'd made up. And you just sat there and allowed that to happen, like, passively. Like, someone needs to stop and be like, mate, what the fuck are you doing? The cameras are on. You're reading a make-believe story up, like a career mode story from SmackDown 2002 on the Mega Drive.
Some people
Like,
might have loved that, mate.
someone needs to put a stop to this, mate. Like, honestly, my fucking ears were burning.
There's a lack of control when you're not there, mate.
Use it right.
There's no compliance.
We normally prep these episodes before we come on, right? If Bully said to me, right, what I'm going to do, mate, is I'm going to fucking put our names into ChatGPT, mate, and fucking, like, create a really long story to just read out verbatim on a pod, I'd be like, mate, we're not doing that. Like, what the fuck are you on about?
In fairness, mate, what do you want me to do when Mr. No Prep rocks up with no prep? What do you want me to do? I can't pull a pod out. I can't pull 3 pods out my ass.
And that's the problem, because I could have. I've got the fucking charisma, mate. That's the difference without me. Tell me you won't missing anything without me.
I think as soon as you drop it to a 2, it's shit anyway. When you two did it as a 2, I don't think it was good.
Well, it was better than yours too,
It might have been better, but I don't think it was good.
because it still had fucking
content.
it still had Mr. Kennedy on it, didn't it? Mr. Canada.
The difference is when it was you two, like you say, at least there was 2 people prepping.
Well, the difference.
When it was just me and him, there was 1 person prepping.
I think as well the difference with us two, because we did a wrestling pod, you've got 2 people that could talk about wrestling.
Yeah, I can't contribute much to wrestling.
But what we all can talk about is football.
Footy.
And that's what this is
Footy.
about. So we'll see you in a minute for football.
What are we having a fucking hydration break?
You are.
Welcome back from the hydration break, everybody. So, football season fixtures are out today, boys, which we've seen this morning. There was a massive build-up on Sky Sports, which is a piss take. But football
It's a bit
season...
anticlimactic, though, isn't it? It's just look at the back. I thought they might reveal it like 1 by 1 or something and do something about
But
it.
then
Just
all-
literally just went.
All it
Here we
is, first games of the season on the screen.
Yeah, it was a bit
Pointless,
shit,
mate.
wasn't
You
it?
Yeah,
play
it's-
everyone 19 times, twice.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Don't matter when you play him, does it really?
Currently, the World Cup's on. We're going to do a proper World Cup special coming up, so watch out for that. Probably 2 or 3 of them because it's 39 days long. But I want to start with the Champions League final. Have a bit
Good
of a
place to
recap
start.
on the Champions League final. What do we think of Arsenal's performance?
I think it's the only way they could have played in that game because they weren't ever going to cause PSG too much of an upset. So I think they had to go in it with a bit of a defensive mind, and that's what they are anyway, aren't they? They're very defensive. So it wasn't much of a shock.
My thing is, if you're in a Champions League final and you're having 25% of the ball, that's a bit of an embarrassment.
Well, yeah.
I don't care who you're playing. If you're setting up to not lose against PSG, you're going to get beat.
Arsenal were like you on the 10th today. They just didn't care how they won it. They just wanted to just win it anyway, wouldn't they? They'd have been happy
Yeah,
to
but
have
they
bumbled
lost.
over the line.
Yeah, but they lost, didn't they?
Never, and I won, so never compare it to Arsenal.
Look, I think I said in our group on the actual night of the Champions League, right? PSG winning was a victory for football.
Yeah.
It was a victory for people who want to see a team come and play football. Arsenal had zero interest in wanting to play a game of football. And do you know what was the the fucking telltale sign of that? The kick-off.
Yeah.
Declan Rice chipped it up and fucking hoofed it.
Yeah.
Like, into the air, and I'm like, oh my God, what the most embarrassing start to a Champions League final I've ever seen.
But what is it with teams lately? Because a lot of teams just do fit into the corner,
I
don't
was
they?
just- I was just about to say
just
that.
pack it in. It's like,
PSG put it in the corner and play for territory like it's
Yeah.
fucking rugby.
but that seems like this year in football. There's the long throws have come back. People moving into the corner and, like you say, pushing the team right back from the kickoff. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but Arsenal have
No, that's good.
done this all season, right? They've stunk their way to a Premier League title.
Yeah.
They tried to stink their way to a Champions League
It
win.
would have been horrific if they got the double, wouldn't
And
it?
I'm so happy it didn't happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
I am really happy.
I've got some stuff here that I jotted down throughout the game, which was utterly embarrassing. The first 55 minutes of the game, Arsenal only completed 62 passes
Really?
in the first 55 minutes of a Champions League
Fucking
final,
hell.
right? Mascara was booked for time wasting after 46 minutes.
Yeah, I saw
Shit.
that.
So they were already time wasting 1 minute after the
Yeah.
fucking start of the second half. No one was chatting about how, you know, when the PSG player for Havertz's goal,
Yeah.
PSG player booted it into Trossard.
Yeah.
No one was chatting about the fact that it booted it into Trossard's hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that Trossard's hand, it was a handball, but the rule in Europe is if any part of the hand...
If it affects your goal,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
handball.
So there was that. There was a pen. There should have been a pen for Saka's handball.
Yeah, that definitely was.
What the fuck was that all about?
100%.
I've already mentioned fucking Declan Rice fucking hoofing it straight into the air. Utterly embarrassing for a Champions League final. Raya fucking going down with cramp after about 60 minutes. How is a keeper going down with cramp after 60
not
minutes?
fucking moved.
Not only that, straight after Arsenal scored, they were time wasting
I know.
after
And
they scored.
Arsenal one shot on target after 100 minutes of football.
Yeah.
Utterly woeful,
A
mate.
victory for football.
A victory for football.
Thank you,
Up the football.
Thank you, PSG.
Do you think Arsenal will continue to do the similar thing next season as well? Then do you think that's how they're going to set up to play to try and win the league again?
Unless
and
they
retain it.
strengthen up front, because they don't have anyone world class up top, do they?
No.
I still stand by Gyökeres is a shite footballer.
Yeah.
I didn't rate him when he went there. I still don't. Even after this season.
If they strengthen up front, mate, then no, they're going to try and do exactly what they've done this
Yeah.
season. And do you know what, right? Give them credit where credit's due. In the Premier League, no one has been able to overcome that fucking boring, senseless
No.
Sunday League style football.
Yeah.
No one's been able to overcome it, otherwise they wouldn't have won the title.
I think with Arteta, I don't think he knows any different. What's he been there? 8 years now.
Yeah, but he's been with Pep. He's been
I know.
with
I know. That's what I mean.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Speaking of Pep, he's left.
Thank God.
He's gone. I mean, Man City are having a massive overhaul this summer because Pep's obviously gone. Bernardo Silva's gone to Real Madrid. John Stones has gone.
I think, and I've said this to you guys off pod, I think there's something coming off this 115 charges, and that's one of the reasons why Pep decided to call it a day. I think they're finally going to get something. Something's going to happen.
Because he had another year left on his contract.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he's caught wind that there's a conclusion coming soon, and he's thought, you know what, 10 years, that's enough. Good
it
time to
seemed
bow
very
out.
muted exit compared to like Klopp,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
announced it in the January, and then there was big fucking build up.
And it was really weird, wasn't it? Because there was like a couple of days before, there was all this like he's going, like everyone knows, like it's the worst kept secret, and
Yeah.
then suddenly, yeah, I'm going.
I think that's what pissed him off a little bit because he wanted to tell people himself that he was
Yeah.
going.
It was a weird.
Yeah.
Someone leaked a picture out the Etihad where they were practicing the farewell ceremony with all the tight trophies on the pitch.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, so that's where it started from, isn't it? So
I-
yeah, it was a bit.
is-
It was a
is
bit
an
lame.
end of the era. It is an end of an
Yeah.
era, mate. He completely changed the Premier League. No one's changed the Premier League like that since Wenger came in and
Yeah.
brought in all the fitness and the nutrition and stuff.
Yeah.
Like entire teams in all tiers of English football try and play
From
the
the
way
back.
Pep's
Yeah.
fucking dominated the game. So is he the greatest Premier League manager of all time?
From a trophy standpoint, you've got to say no. And from a longevity standpoint, you've got to say no.
It's hard
But
to see past Fergie.
From a
innit?
stylistic footballing standpoint, absolutely, yeah.
I think he's behind Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
He won 13 league titles.
Yeah, exactly. So from a
But I think
longevity
he goes past
standpoint,
Wenger now.
Yeah, he's past Ferguson.
Yeah.
6 titles,
Yeah.
mate. Wenger only won 2 titles.
yeah.
Thing is, though, the only thing I don't like now is there's a lack of elite managers now in the Premier League, isn't
I
there?
think there's a lack of elite managers in the world.
You can't. I don't think you can. I think the Klopp Guardiola era was a better spectacle like a head-to-head than like the Wenger
Wenger
Fergie.
Ferguson.
But
Yeah.
football was different in the late 90s,
What about
early
Mourinho, Wenger?
2000s.
The Mourinho Wenger, yeah, that was pretty decent. But we don't have anything like that now, do we? Like, who have we got now that's going to happen? I just feel like we just lack a bit of charisma, a bit of some characters in that. Like Klopp, Guardiola, they were big characters. Like they brought something special, didn't they? We don't have that now. So I worry a bit for the Prem, but
Why?
because you want those types of managers, don't you? It's like attracting the best players to the teams in the Premier League. We wanted that, didn't we? We always wanted like the Messis and that to come there, and Ronaldo's and all the best players. You want them to come to the Premier League, and it doesn't always happen.
Yeah, but
But you want the best managers to come as well, don't you?
But who are the best managers in the world?
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I agree. There's a lack of
Besides one,
there's a lack of
Ancelotti,
managers.
Tuchel.
who Ancelotti is a great manager. He's had his time. He's been in the Premier League. Tuchel, international manager, been in the Premier League already.
Yeah, but the fact is,
but who else is there?
Klopp and Guardiola are out dead.
No,
like,
they're not dead. But they've done.
They will
the
manage again.
They've done that. Yeah, they've
Diego
done the time.
Simeone.
Who realistically are the best managers in the world?
I've just named 4. Diego Simeone, PSG coach,
Yeah,
Ancelotti.
Yeah, I'm
Luis
talking-
Enrique,
I'm talking about
Ancelotti,
I'm talking about club coaches.
Klopp, Guardiola.
Yeah,
They're
but
still
most of these-
coaches.
Most of these well,
Klopp's not a coach. Klopp hasn't coached since he left Liverpool, and he won't coach again.
I
Yeah,
think
but-
he will.
most of these World Cup coaches now, it's a bit of a thing to just sign a 2-year deal, be
Get
an
him into
international
it.
coach for
Yeah.
a major World Cup, and then go back to club.
No, that's
So I
what
think we'll see people like Ancelotti return to club management.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I mean, now from a club management standpoint, there's only really 2 world-class managers: Luis Enrique and Diego Simeone. And it says a lot that Real Madrid had to go back to Jose Mourinho.
Would you put Diego Simeone in that category of as like elite manager? Because what has he actually won at Atletico? He won a league, didn't he? He's won a league, hasn't he? But he hasn't won many titles since he's been there for like what? Has he been there
10 years.
10 years now?
2 Champions League finals. A
Yeah,
league
but
title.
you don't get anything for a final, do you? For get attending a final.
Well,
like, do you know what I mean?
Arteta gets wanked off for being in a Champions League final.
Arteta's world class manager.
Where does he sit?
In what?
In his office.
In what? What list?
In terms of like now, if you, no, I'm not saying that he's an elite manager. I'm just saying, in the perspective of the footballing world, where do you think they put him in terms of like if you had a ranking now of club managers?
B tier.
B
So
tier.
he's not A tier and he's not S tier.
Yeah.
He's B tier. He's
Yeah.
a B tier manager.
Who are your A-tier managers? Enrique and Simeone, and that's it.
No, I think I agree with you. Enrique and Pep are S tier, like special tier on the road, out there on the road. Them two, and then you sort of your A tiers is your Klopps, is your Tuchels, stuff like that for me.
But it says a lot when you think about Man City looking for a manager. They're looking at Enzo Maresca. Liverpool slot has gone, which we'll go into in a minute. Slot's gone. They could have had Xabi Alonso, gone to Chelsea.
Yeah, but
They've gone for Iraola.
if you've got a winning formula, Maresca is the approach to Maresca be like, right, we're looking for continuity. We don't really want a fucking whole new style of football bringing in at Man City. Like Pep's style worked. Who's worked with Pep can just sort of continue that. I don't think they're looking to do like a fucking rebuild.
I know what you mean.
So
I'm still not sure it's the right manager for City.
I agree.
I don't think.
But then we go back to that. What we just started this conversation with is like, who would you go for?
Exactly.
Like for me, if you're a Man City or Liverpool, the only person I ever wanted was Luis Enrique. I knew we wouldn't get him.
yeah,
But that's the only manager I would have been like, oh my god, yes.
But then stylistically, you look at Iraola. He's probably, from a style standpoint, that same style.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
Yeah.
again, besides Luis Enrique, you could have thrown Alonso in that mix. Who else do you go for? I don't look at anyone from any manager in the Italian league and think, yeah, I'd have you. I don't look at anyone from the Spanish league and think, yeah, I'd have you.
Yeah.
So realistically, who do you go for?
No, I do agree. Should we turn our attention to Slot then? So, because that seemed to be a little bit weird on it, because he was clearly in the under the impression that he was staying with his press conference. And I think everyone had kind of resided to the fact that he was going to stay for another season, and suddenly out of nowhere they oust him. What changed, do you think?
I think he'd lost the fans and he'd lost the players, and I think they'd got to the point where I don't think they particularly wanted to change him at this point. I think they were willing to give him another season until sort of maybe the last 4 weeks of the season where we sort of petered away. No one really knows what our style of football is. We didn't really have an identity. And then the worst thing at Liverpool is if you lose the fans, you're dead.
Yeah.
Because Roy Hodgson was the last manager to lose the fans.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I said on all the other pods, you've got me on record loads of times saying he was always going to get given till the end of the season. He was never going to go in the season because we're not that type of club.
No.
Yeah.
But I wasn't surprised when he left.
Well, the only time we've done that is Brendan Rodgers, isn't it? Sacked him.
Yeah, but
and he should have gone the season.
Exactly.
Exactly, and he should have gone the season before.
Yeah.
It was do you think it was something to do with it as well? Because didn't Salah post something as well about the style of football and stuff at the end of the season?
I mean,
and that seemed to then get a bit of a reaction from the players, didn't it? A lot of the players liked that post and
but then
interacted with it.
Salah was one of them where you think he only spoke about something when it suited him.
Yeah.
He rarely came out and did proper interviews for the media. So unless it benefited him, he was on the way out. He did it a couple of years back, or the other year when he was on the way out and he wasn't happy and he wanted to leave, and he kicked up a stink then, and he's done exactly the same now and threw a grenade on the way out. And look, I know Salah's gone, but Slot deserve to go.
Yeah, I think
you cannot go from winning the title to being 20 odd points off the title winners in the space of a season. You just can't do it.
And 10 points behind United.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was probably the worst thing, the fact that United finished above us.
But Iraola's in. How do we feel?
Underwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about
It's
it.
an underwhelming underwhelming appointment in the sense of, like, Bournemouth played a good style of football, but that's it. Like, he's not coming in with any sort of pedigree. He hasn't won any major titles. Even fucking, I don't know, we didn't particularly want Glasner either, but even Glasner won a fucking FA Cup and a Conference League, a Europa League major title. Like, Areola hadn't done any of that. So it was a weird one for me. And I was pretty underwhelmed by the appointment. I'm same as Christian, mate. I thought that winning the second PSG Champions League title, I thought that would be a point where I want a new challenge. I'm going to try England, and we would have got fucking.
I was hoping for that.
Yeah.
Especially when they decided to get rid of Slot as well, and we'd missed out on Alonso. And I always felt that Alonso felt like a good fit, purely on the fact that he played for Liverpool. Obviously, he had good football at Bayern Leverkusen. We had obviously Wirtz and Frimpong, who he managed at Leverkusen as well. So I thought that felt right. I think when he went to Chelsea, I thought, well, Slot's definitely staying now then, because that's gone.
I think that's part of the problem. I think that's part of the problem, though. Alonso maybe was available at the wrong time. I don't think they wanted to sack Slot, but when Alonso went to Chelsea, they maybe thought that they had to sack him.
Maybe.
They maybe decided on Slot too late and decided on Alonso, on not taking Alonso too late. But I think he'll do well. I think he'll do very well.
Can't do any worse, really, can he, than Slot did last season? So, we'll see.
I mean, it gives chance for other players who've been left out in the cold or who have underperformed to have a bit of an impact. I do think you made this comment in the group as well, Baker, about Van Dijk. He's lost a step. His pace and recovery pace.
Oh yeah,
he's not there.
He's no longer where he was.
So yeah, we've got that young French kid coming in. We need to bring in another one, and we probably need to bring in a couple of forwards as well.
Yeah.
Top four's got to be the goal again.
I think it's quite obvious as well. We won't be doing the type of business we did last summer. I mean, that was unheard of for us, wasn't it, to spend that amount of money on players we did. So we're not going to do that again. But we obviously have areas that we need to strengthen as a club. So
yeah, I mean, that's not a Liverpool.
It's going to be interesting to see what we do.
That's not a Liverpool summer window like last year. That's just a massive anomaly.
I've said so much so. Like, I've said this for a while now. Last couple of years, we need legs.
Yeah.
Like, we need athletes that can get up and down the pitch.
Yeah.
We've got too many technical footballers. We need athletes.
Yeah, I agree.
And obviously, Iraola likes to play with pace. He likes to play with pacey wing backs and a pacey front three that can feed a top striker. Like, we need legs. We need legs in midfield as well, because McAllister and Wirtz and Gravenberch, they got overrun all season.
Yeah.
We just need legs.
The only energy we've got in midfield is Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that's benefiting this summer by not playing in the World Cup.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But can I ask any particular legs that you would like in that midfield?
Yeah. Diamande, his legs is an athlete. We've just signed that Spanish kid, haven't we? Like,
Victor Munoz.
but is he a technical player? Is he legs? Like, what is he?
He looks to be pacey, doesn't he,
Well,
from what I've
he's
seen?
rapid,
But he's going to be more of a technical winger, isn't he, than he is going to be an up and down defence.
From a centre midfield standpoint, I'd probably take someone like Belieber from Brighton or what's he called? Papsar from Spurs. Someone like that. Bit of energy, bit of something about him, bit of bite in the midfield.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones that there's probably.
Would you go for an Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton? That style of player again.
Adam Wharton's technical, but
that sort of defensive line between your attacking mid and your defenders.
I'd go Anderson over Wharton, but I won't pay 130 million for Anderson.
Yeah, it seems
to see.
I mean, yeah, there's talk him going to City, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this type of money that's thrown around nowadays. I mean, we said this earlier off pod, but like RB Leipzig are not willing to accept £86 million from Liverpool for Diamande. Like, when is the guy who's had a half decent season in the Bundesliga become worth 86 million, and that's nowhere near their valuation? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
because it's gone mental.
It has gone mental. Like, it's now you're getting above average players. They're going to cost you 100 million.
Yeah.
We're in that world.
That's why getting that Munoz for 35 million feels like a steal, but it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
and that's the thing, they're buying him. He's 22. They're buying him still with potential in mind as well, aren't they? I think the days are gone where we bought Salah for 35 million and we bought Mane for 35 million and Firmino was 28 or whatever it was. Those days are long gone in football where you're getting players like that for that cheap.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
Well, let's have a quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the rest of the football and then we'll have a little quiz. See you in a minute. Right, guys, welcome back. So, you mentioned it earlier, mate. Palace winning the Conference League. Villa also won the Europa League. Anyone watch them?
No, fuck that shit.
I watched a bit of the Villa Europa League,
I watched
in and out.
I
I didn't sit
yeah,
and religiously watch it, but
I dipped in and out.
they were always going to win that. Was it Frankfurt they played?
Yeah, when I saw the semis, I was like, the teams in the semis are dog.
Yeah.
They were always going to win that.
I can't remember who was in the other one. It was Frankfurt and someone else. But
how many teams in the Premier League ended up getting Champions League football in the end? Was it five? Was it 5? Yeah.
And we've got 9 teams
nine
in Europe
teams in Europe. Yeah.
Crazy.
Half
innit?
the Premier League going to be in Europe.
Yeah.
It's weird that I know.
I mean, Sunderland in Europe,
Yeah, that's mad.
Brighton in
As
Europe.
a realistic question then. So as a team like Sunderland, where you know you're going to struggle to stay in the Premier League realistically, they had a good first season, but they're going to probably be down the bottom. Do they want to be playing Conference League football? Like, what is the value to them as a club playing in that real low level of European football that may affect them being in the Premier League?
They'll just get more money from more because obviously they'll pump ticket price up for European football, and it'll be separate, so they'll get more money and they'll get money for being in there. But realistically,
would you play your reserves though? Would you play a second string team in the Conference League and hope that you get far enough to get a bit more money?
I think realistically, their second team could probably qualify from that league stage anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's what I would do.
So yeah,
I wouldn't want to risk being in the Premier League for a Conference League win.
No, I mean you want to stay in the Premier League, don't you? And maintain
worth
that.
More that, isn't it? To
Yeah.
stay in the Premier League longer term.
But it says a lot when you've got 9 teams in Europe next season, and Chelsea are not one of them.
That's mad. That. How are they going to sustain as a football club on the model they've done over the last couple of years by not getting things like Champions League football? It's mad. And is that why they're selling players like, for example, Cucurella and stuff like that? Is that why they're trying to get rid of and bring some funds back up? But
well, they're getting. I think they're under threat of PSR, aren't they?
Oh, they should be.
Because they
spent billions, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're making massive losses every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, though. I think they do need to look at things like that. But to go through managers like they're going and having to pay them off and pay players what they're paying them and not be in Europe consistently in the Champions League, it's not right. That needs looking at.
Yeah,
that
agree.
needs massively looking at. But I think 9 teams in Europe, far too many.
What about Man United in the Champions League? Do you think they'll do any good next year?
No.
I think Carrick will be sacked by Feb.
Do you think it'll have an impact on them in the Premier League? Like, for example, like when Newcastle got the Champions League and then they just did nothing this season?
No, because now, I mean, Man United have got a steam attached to them anyway, and now they're in Champions League football, mate. They can probably bring in 5 or 6 players.
Yeah, there's that pull now, isn't there?
And that's the thing, they need to as
that's
well,
good.
don't they?
And the best thing for United was to get Champions League football because
Yeah.
you'll start attracting Champions League talent. And Man United is an attractive club to play for anyway.
Yeah, even with a leaky stadium.
Yeah, so like it's still one of the most traditionally big clubs in it.
I do think it'll be the Solskjaer effect, where Carrick was appointed as manager, which surprised a lot of people. I actually called it. I thought he would stay because he had that run and no one was available who'd go to him. But it's the Solskjaer effect where, yeah, he got him to a Champions League space in the Premier League. He had no European football anyway, so he could fucking go on the training pitch. And at one point, they had 2 games in 44 days. So, yeah, you can train as much as you want and you can do whatever you need to do when you're rested. When you're playing a game every 3 days, their squad's not the deepest and it's not the best anyway. You're then going to find out how good he actually is.
I think unless Man United had someone world-class lined up to take over from Carrick, he did enough to fucking earn a season, right?
Yeah.
Like, based on what's happened in the last decade, mate, where they've just gone through managers.
Yeah.
Like, he's earned the right.
Yeah.
I mean, when he took them, they were fucking, so like 8 points off fucking Champions League places, and they comfortably finished 3rd.
Yeah.
Like, that's some going that.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you, mate. He did enough to be warranted an opportunity. There's some transfers floating about already. I think they've signed pretty well. That Edison, that centre midfielder.
Is he from West Ham?
No, he's from Atalanta.
Oh.
He's decent. He's a decent midfielder. What they need to cover Casemiro, but obviously we've signed Victor Munoz. They've signed Edison. Real Madrid are spending some money and bringing in some players as well, aren't they? Cucurella, Canate, Bernardo Silva. Who was the other one? I said about another one as well. Denzel Dumfries. He's gone there as well.
He was only 15 mil as well.
Yeah.
Was it?
He had a buyout clause for 20 million euros.
Liverpool had a look at him, didn't they?
Yeah.
Seems a bit a wild on that though. You think you'd go for that for 15 mil?
Yeah.
In this day and age.
And
obviously Canate and Silva on a free's good business from them.
Any other transfers that have caught your eye? Anything that stood out?
Only the Yandamande one, where I think I don't know enough about him, but to just dropping that amount of money on him is mad. No, I haven't seen any other transfers yet that's kind of got me excited.
Would you take anyone from a relegated team? Like Jared Bowen from West Ham or anyone like that? Would you take anyone like that?
I don't think he's the right profile for Liverpool.
I don't think Bowen would go. I think he's better off fucking retiring as a fucking club legend at West Ham and sticking around.
Would not go back to Hull, do you think?
No.
Nah, mate. He's fucking married to Danny Dye's thingy. He lives in London. Like, why would you leave to come back to Hull?
Yeah.
Who were the other teams that went down? Burnley and Wolves.
Wolves have got a couple of good players. I like that Mane. He looked electric on the wing.
Yeah,
and they've got and they've got midfielder Neves.
Oh, Steve Bull.
Steve Bull.
He's that Neves has gone to Atletico Madrid.
Oh, has he already gone?
Yeah.
And there was another one as well. They had another midfielder that was really, really good last season. Centre mid. I think he was another Brazilian.
Oh yeah, Ruben Neves.
No, he's gone. He's in the China League now. Anyway,
Saudi.
Wolves have just bought back their striker from Fulham.
Oh yeah, Raul Jimenez.
Yeah.
He's like 34, isn't he?
Yeah.
You heard about Kieran Trippier? So Kieran Trippier's gone there.
To Wolves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Under the impression that he was going to play for Rob Edwards, and they signed him and sacked Rob Edwards and brought in someone else.
Right.
And he was tear up his contract.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
How do we think the promoted teams will get on? So Coventry have come up, Hull City have come up, and Ipswich have come back up again. Who've lost their manager.
I mean, the natural reaction is they're all going to struggle.
Of course.
I mean, but then we would have said that about Sunderland last year and that type of stuff. But I do think
Sunderland spent some money though, didn't they?
Yeah, I think all three of them. I think you got to get out that. What a lot of promoted teams do is they come in and they spend a lot of money on kind of those people that have played in the Premier League but are a little bit older, a little bit more experienced. It doesn't always work. So it just depends on what approach they have, I guess. But I don't see him doing anything. I see all of them struggling next year. Massively.
Yeah, I don't see the bottom half of the Premier League is pretty strong when you look at the teams that were down there, and yeah, I think you can't look past them three going down again.
I don't expect Spurs to be down there as well next year with the business they're doing.
I mean,
I suppose when you talk about transfer, actually, Tonali to Spurs is meant to be pretty much.
I'd take Tonali at Liverpool, mate.
Yeah, as a midfield. Yeah. So I don't know how they're doing that because that's quite a good coup. That's I think about 70 million for him. They spent 52 on Heke.
They haven't signed Tonali yet, have they?
No, but
if you're Sandro
odds on,
Tonali, why
apparently.
would you go Spurs?
I know.
Unless you want to live in London, why would you go to Tottenham?
Yeah. But I've also seen as well, apparently, I was reading today that Harry Wilson to Leeds from Fulham on a free.
Weird one.
I mean, he had a good season.
He's technically
Is he
a
out
very
of
good player.
contract?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently,
Fulham might struggle, mate, with Marco Silva leaving, and they're in a bit of a transition, aren't they? They're a
Yeah.
weird football club anyway.
Why is Marco Silva leaving? Just finish his contract.
Gone to Benfica.
Oh yeah, of course.
Took
Took
o-
from Mourinho.
Took over Mourinho, yeah. So they've got players out of contract and notoriously don't spend money. So they
Mourinho to Madrid's a strange one, isn't it?
yeah.
Like, why go back first of all? Like, never go. I've got a bit of a motto, like, don't ever go back, mate.
No. No.
But obviously, Florentino Perez really wanted him back. I think it is because they had that massive issue with Mbappe at the end of the season where something like 8 million Madrid fans signed a petition to say they wanted Mbappe out of Madrid.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah. There's obviously stuff going on around egos and people not getting along. And so if you think, right, we need a manager bigger than names like Vinny Jr., Mbappe,
I think that's it,
it
innit?
leaves you with one or two names max that can handle egos of that size. Zidane, Mourinho, Luis Enrique. That's it.
Ancelotti.
Yeah.
It's weird though. You talk about managers. Zidane was at Madrid, and then I know he's getting the France job after the World Cup.
Is he?
Because Deschamps is going. But someone like Zidane who was at Madrid did so well, won't take another job. Xavi at Barcelona did so well, won't take another job. And you're like, I don't understand. You either want to do it, or you don't.
Why does Xavi not even get rumoured with jobs in the last couple of years since he came free?
I don't know.
Is it one if he's very firmly put out through his agent, I'm having a rest. Like, don't contact me.
maybe.
I'm not interested. I'll come back to the game when I want to.
Yeah, which is fair. I don't blame him at all.
But yeah, the Madrid one. I'll be interested to see how Mourinho goes. Obviously, last time Mourinho was there, it was the prime Messi Ronaldo era, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you look at some of them players at Madrid, like you said, Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham, people like that. You think, how is Mourinho, who arguably is on the downturn of his career, how is he going to get them all to play, and how are they going to be happy playing for him?
I mean, and this is, I guess, why they brought him in, because he managed huge people. Last time he was at Madrid, he managed the whole Lampard, Terry, Carvalho, all these Drogba, big personalities, these mate. And obviously he's got away. And when you get to that very, very top level, it's a bit like I watched there. So when I was on the plane going on holiday, I watched a Real Madrid documentary. And it was it was Bellingham's first season at Madrid when they won the La Liga first season. Sorry, won the Champions League first season. And they were talking about Ancelotti. And it was like, when a manager gets to teams like Madrid and stuff like that, it's less about their technical ability to manage, because you've got fucking world-class players coming out your ass. It's, can you manage the fucking personalities? Have you got the ability to manage big personalities and keep them fucking cohesive and stuff like that?
Did you see the thing about Madrid's presidential election? So the guy that went up against Florentino Perez said, if I get put in charge, I'll bring in Erling Haaland and we'll put Jurgen Klopp as manager. Jurgen Klopp came out and went, absolutely no chance of my coaching Real Madrid.
Yeah, but it's like any political thing, isn't it? They say what they think the people want to hear to get elected. He was never going to get both of them, was he?
It doesn't look good for Trent at Madrid, though, does it? They brought in another right-back, Dumfries. Danny Carvajal's still there. They've got other players who can play right-back as well. He looks like he's might be struggling a little bit.
Well, I forgive him. He can come back to Liverpool if he wants.
Mourinho likes Trent.
Yeah.
I've obviously seen him on colour comms when he's talking about Trent. I think Mourinho's idea would be to play him more advanced, sort of like a right midfielder.
Yeah.
And have a proper defender behind him where he can fucking get on the ball and play spray passes around and stuff. And that's where he'll come into his own.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah. But like I said, do you remember when Trent used to step into midfield for Liverpool? Trent is good when he's got a touchline for protecting half of his game. But when you're moving to the centre of the park, mate,
Get found out.
you get found out because you need 360 vision in the centre of the
Yeah.
park.
Yeah.
And only that's why the best footballers are always centre midfield. You know, Scholes and Xavi,
Yeah.
You can
Iniesta,
see everything's going on.
Zidane. You can see everything. And I don't think Trent's got the vision to play centre mid.
No, I think you're probably right, mate. Yeah, I think it's a pretty fair assessment. Anything else before we go move on to a little bit of a quiz?
No.
No.
Right, see you in the next part for a little bit of a quiz. Right, guys, welcome back. So, given that Bruno Fernandes has the record for Premier League assists in a season,
Mad that, innit?
I know.
I'm not having this.
Is this based on the final assist that he got? Like,
No, it's based on how many of those were in open play.
Well, yeah, there is that.
So, like, I don't know, did he get 21 in the end?
Yeah.
21. How many of those were corners?
I have no idea.
10. 10 were where he took a corner and someone's put it in the goal.
Yeah.
That's not an assist.
yeah.
Well, no.
Thierry Henry got 20 assists, took no corners.
Yeah.
That is 20 open play assists.
Yeah. Hey,
So for me, it's a shit stat.
Yeah.
I'm not having it.
I
anyway,
get that.
that's not my. That's
Sorry,
not my
is that not the quiz?
No, no.
The end.
The quiz is: can you name the top 10 assist makers in Premier League history?
I think so.
KDB.
He's number 2.
Gerrard.
Hang on. He's number 2. 119. Gerrard is number 9 with 92.
Lampard.
Yeah.
5. 102.
Most assists, more than KDB for assists.
Yep.
David Silva.
He's number 8. 93.
Bernardo Silva.
No. Not on the list.
What about Ryan Giggs?
Number 1. 162.
Bex.
Not on the list.
I think probably old school days where people just
So
whipped
you
in
have
for fun.
1, 2, 8, 9.
Andy Cole.
Nope.
Dwight York.
I don't think he's got enough, but Trent.
Nope.
No, I don't think he was anywhere near, was he?
It's number 34.
Is he?
No, I don't know.
Oh, right.
Could have been.
Are we talking? Is there a lot of old school?
We're talking assists in Premier League history. Mate.
Yeah. Are there a lot of old school?
No,
No, quite some recent ones.
fairly
as well.
recent. Yeah, I mean they're all relatively recent. Besides,
Who scores goals for fun? It's got to be City, hasn't it? There's got to be some more at City.
no,
Sterling.
there's no more at Man City.
Okay. Robin.
Nope.
Duff.
Duff.
Yeah, when he was at Chelsea.
You come out with some fucking random names, mate.
Oh God, who else then? I thought this would be quite easy.
Give us the clubs then.
One of them played for Arsenal and Chelsea.
Ashley Cole.
Do you want nationality as well?
Havertz.
Do you want nationality?
Go on.
Spanish.
Arsenal and Chelsea.
Juan Mata.
Arsenal and Chelsea Spanish. Oh, Fabregas.
Correct.
Of course.
One of them has played for. This one will be easy when I tell you the clubs. I won't tell you the clubs actually.
Tells the nationality.
English.
English and multiple clubs.
2 clubs.
2 clubs.
2 Premier League clubs anyway.
English.
Joe Cole.
Scholes.
Nope.
He ain't played for more than one club, has he?
Wayne Rooney.
Correct.
Oh, I was about to say him.
You said
I love
Frank,
how Christian always goes.
you said Frank Lampard,
I
didn't
know.
you?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lamps, yeah.
What we got left?
You've got 6, 7, 10. Number 6, one club man, Arsenal.
Oh, Dennis Bergkamp.
Correct.
Assists, Bergkamp.
Yeah, mate,
94.
He played number 10, didn't he?
Wow.
94 assists.
Would never put him up there as an assist merchant, though.
Number 7, 2 Premier League clubs. I'm not going to give you any more than that. But
Salah.
Correct. 94 Premier League assists.
Mo Salah.
And the last one, number 10, has got 90 assists.
James Milner.
Correct.
Ah,
That's it.
Milner.
You've got all 10.
Was you just going to say that as
Yeah, I
well?
was. Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
going to say
About
that
to
one.
say James
Yeah, no, I
Milner.
won't say that
Yeah.
one. We got all 10 with a bit of help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of guidance.
Sometimes you just need a bit of luck,
Just need
don't
a
you?
push, don't you?
Just need a bit of luck.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I know you said that a minute ago, but I'm surprised like Bergkamp. I know you're saying he's behind Henry, but I would have thought Ljungberg or Perez would have got more.
They weren't there long enough, though, were they? Dennis Bergkamp was
I
there
suppose.
for fucking time, mate.
Yeah,
Just
if
expect
you-
strikers to be on
If you
scoring,
play
not
behind a
assisting.
goal machine like Henry,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I'm surprised. The one I was surprised he's not on there, Scholes. But actually, when you look at Scholes' stats, for all that he's always in the conversation of, Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, his stats compared to Lampard and Gerrard, mate, nowhere near.
Yeah. Lampard and Gerrard are elite.
Let me just see. So I'm
League
getting the next 10 for you. Let me see where, if any of them are. So you said Beckham. Beckham's 11. So I'll go reverse order. Trent's 20.
Uh-huh.
Sterling 19. 18 you would never have got in your life. Darren Anderton. 17 Son Heung-min. 16 Andy Cole. 15 Ashley Young.
I said Andy Cole.
Yeah. 14 Thierry Henry. 13 Teddy Sheringham. And 12 Christian Eriksen.
That's mad that fucking Thierry Henry is 14th in all-time assists, and he's also fucking like third for goals, isn't he?
Him
Fourth for
and
goals.
Rooney just
Yeah.
Yeah.
way ahead. That wraps it up.
Cool.
Nice one.
Cheers, boys.
Nice
See you
one.
soon.
See you on the next one.
Peace.